County Communications Center. That's 803-534-3550. It's been 17 years since 9 Charleston firefighters were killed in the fire that engulfed the Sofa Superstore. Many firefighters who were there that day are still struggling with PTSD. This year, one retired captain drove across the country hoping to bring a sense of community to them. Our Claire Weber spoke with Joe Johnston about his trip in honor of the Charleston 9. Claire?
Conley, Johnson noticed at last year's memorial ceremony that many of the department's former firefighters like himself weren't there. He decided to drive to 11 different states, saying he wanted to meet people where they are.
I was there, you know, and I didn't see these guys that were there with me, bringing the bodies out of these fallen firefighters.
Retired Fire Captain Joe Johnston is carrying the Charleston 9's legacies across the country. For the first time in 17 years, he wasn't at the memorial in West Ashley, but instead on the road. Johnson visited former firemen struggling with PTSD who can't bring themselves to return to the site.
Some people never acknowledge it and just deal with it the way they deal with it. That's what happens when you have something of this magnitude that goes on that you're not really sure how to handle that.
But handling it together is easier on them all.
To see somebody face to face that makes them feel appreciated and loved, because we got love for each other.
Johnson was off duty on the day of the Sofa Superstore fire, but was one of the many who rushed to the scene. He describes the day as chaotic and shocking.
The beds were unmade and the cars were in the parking lot. You know, they still wait for them to get off the truck.
Since then, it's people like Johnston who are committed to making a positive change. Firefighters across the country learn about the 2007 tragedy in a National Fire Academy course. He says the loss is improving fire safety near and far.
Proud to be able to come and honor them and be able to realize the good that came out of something so tragic. And that's where they didn't want it. They didn't want to die in vain.
Now back at home, Johnson plans to connect with more former firefighters who live locally. He says their brotherhood is what helps them through each day. Claire Weber, News 4.